Good evening, everyone.
Evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
Um,
ma'am.
I think everyone has joined. Uh, so we started with the introductory part of the Streptococcus last time, and we discussed about the classification. Okay. So today we'll directly go to the. Let me present the slide. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the morphology, how does it look like? Okay. Yes, just so you know it. Individual cocci is spherical. They are spherical or oval, and they are arranged in the chain of varying length. Okay, it can be a short chain or it can be a long chain. So the longest chain is Streptococcus salivarius. Okay, but you should know one fact that the pathogenicity of Streptococcus doesn't depend upon the length of the chains. Okay, and they are arranged in a chain form because there is a successive cell division of the cell division which occurs only in one plane. Okay, so the daughter cells they fail to separate completely from each other, so they appear to be in the chain form, and they're motile and non-sporing. Okay, one more thing. Acha, here it's there. So they are aerobic as well as facultative anaerobes. They are grown best at 37 degrees Celsius. Grows in media rich in fermentable carbohydrates or enriched media with the blood serum. Actually, the Streptococcus pyogenes they need certain enriched media, okay, either with the blood or the serum for their growth. And on the blood agar, they show beta hemolysis, means there is complete hemolysis, which I have shown that day. The virulent strains form mat colonies. Mat colonies, it's like not glistening, not shining, okay, matte. Whereas avirulent strains form the glossy colonies. Glossy is like glistening ones, okay. So this is one of the differentiating feature, virulent and avirulent. And yes, especially Streptococcus pyogenes, they consist of capsule. Okay, they form capsule, and the capsule formed by the Streptococcus pyogenes is, the component of the capsule, it is different from the others. Please keep this in mind. It is made up of hyaluronic acid. Okay. Others, most of the, I think in the morphology also, your mom must have taught you what is the basic component of a capsule. Any idea? What is the chemical component of a capsule? Anyone?
Ma'am, lipid.
It is mostly polysaccharides. Okay. And
Oh,
like here in the, it is different in case of Streptococcus. It used to be hyaluronic acid. Okay. And on the liquid media, how do they form? When there is growth, there will be turbidity, granular turbidity with a powdery deposit. This powdery deposit is because of the chains which is present in the structure. And the media which you can use is serum broth or otherwise the glucose broth. Okay. We'll move a little faster so that we can complete it. This is a biochemical reaction. Okay, we'll do the biochemical reaction a little later. Okay, let's come to the what is that antigenic structures. It has got a various antigenic structure. First is the, yeah, this is the structure. This will be the cell wall, cytoplasmic membrane, peptidoglycan layer, group C, carbohydrate C. This one, protein and lipoic acid capsule. Okay. Mm, these are enzymes. Streptolysin, Ramsoni, etc. Just a minute. Here they haven't given the like the what to say explanation about the antigenic, the cell wall antigenic structure. Okay, so I'll explain my I'll explain and you can note it down a little bit if you wish to. Okay, um, first is the cell wall antigen. It consists of this peptidoglycan layer and all. So in same as that of the staphylococcus aureus also, the basic function of the cell wall antigen is they have the property of inducing inflammatory responses. Okay, plus like they have the thrombolytic activity in a sense, lysis of the platelets and all. Okay, that is the function of this, function of the cell wall or the peptidoglycan, which is present as an antigenic structure. Okay, it is this property of this inducing inflammatory responses and all. It is it is enhancing the virulence of the particular bacteria. Then, uh, okay. Then there is a layer here, protein layer. Okay, protein layer. This protein layer, lots of antigens are there. M, T, and R antigens are present in this protein layer. Okay, please note it down. M, T, and R. So among them, M is the most important one. Okay, it is one of the principal virulence factor of Streptococcus pyogenes, this M protein. Okay, and what does it do is it helps in inhibiting the phagocytosis. So phagocytosis go like what the it inhibits, it doesn't allow phagocytosis to happen. Okay, so उसका काम क्या है, ये प्रोटीन M का क्या काम क्या है, ये क्या करता है, ये न्यूट्रोफिल fibrinogen which is present in the blood, it binds with the fibrinogen. Okay, उसके बाद bind करने के बाद there is another layer which we call it as in the beta 2 integrins बोलते हैं, beta 2 integrins in neutrophil. तो इसके साथ जुड़ के they together bind with the beta 2 integrins of the neutrophils. उसके बाद क्या होता है, that leads to the inflammatory what to say, they release or start producing inflammatory mediators, which will include in the vascular leakage. हाँ जी, ठीक है, ठीक है. There is vascular leakage. There is leakage of the vessels from the vessels, and they causes like this streptococcal toxic shock syndrome and all. Okay, so this is the importance of the protein M. Among the protein M, T, and R, M is the one which has the capability of causing the more virulence of the Streptococcus pyogenes. Okay, then capsule. To obviously capsule. What is the function of capsule?
Protection, ma'am.
Not other than that, protection from what? Hmm? What is it protecting? Okay, so the function of the capsule here is like it is antiphagocytic. Okay, वो phagocytosis को inhibit करते हैं, but this is capsule is not antigenic. Okay, and one more thing, capsulated strains. Now, when you grow them on the blood agar and all, if the capsule is present, colony generally आप लोग ने जब BSc में पढ़ते थे, जो कैप्सुलेटेड कॉलोनीज होते हैं, वेदर इट इज स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस और वेदर इट इज क्लैप्सुला, कॉलोनीज को कैसे अपीयर होते हैं? एनी आइडिया? They used to appear as a mucoid colony. Okay, please remember this. जो भी capsulated bacteria होता है, when they are grown on the media, they appear to be mucoid. Mucoid का मतलब पता है ना आप लोग को? Do you know what is the meaning of mucoid? Mucus, mucoid. जैसे thick, जैसे कि for example you are having, and this is something.
Bluish color, ma'am.
No. Don't go to the color. Please don't go to the color. What I mean to say is mucoid in a sense, it is like wet, like the colonies appear to be little wet, moist type of colonies. Sometimes it now like sometimes it used to overflow, means it from the colony when you tilt the sorry, tilt the, what is that, uh, प्लेट, ओके, टिल द प्लेट, टिल्टिंग जब करते हैं तो वो वन एक जगह से वो नीचे गिरता है, ऐसे टाइप का. इट्स लाइक कैसे बताऊँ आप लोग को म्यूकस का, म्यूकोइड का जब जब आपको जुकाम होता है, नाक से कुछ निकलते हैं कि नहीं, ऐसे स्लिपरी स्लिपरी,
हाँ
ऐसे
हाँ
लाइक वो म्यूकस, दैट इज
हाँ
म्यूकोइड.
मैम, हाँ मैम.
ठीक है, ऐसे वाले म्यूकोइड का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होता है इसका कॉलोनीज के ऊपर, हर कैप्सुलेटेड वाला का. प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, ओके. या ये हो गया एंटीजेनिक स्ट्रक्चर. नाउ कमिंग टू द टॉक्सिन्स, दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट as ओके. सो क्या बोल रहे हैं ये, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पैराजेंस फॉर्म सेवरल एक्सोटॉक्सिन्स एंड एंजाइम्स दैट कंट्रीब्यूट्स इस वायरुलेंस. ओके, वायरुलेंस में मदद करते हैं ये. M protein is also acts as a virulence factor by inhibiting phagocytosis. I have already mentioned about this. Now toxins में first is hemolysin. ठीक है, hemolysin इसमें भी दो तरह के होता है. एक तो hemolysin we call it as a like hemolysin O and hemolysin S, or otherwise we call it as streptolysin O and streptolysin S. ठीक है. सो ये क्या करता है, ये टॉक्सिन्स दैट इज हिमोलाइसिन क्या करता है कि वो आरबीसी का मेम्ब्रेन जो है वो लाइज कर देते हैं, वो ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं. दैट लीड्स टू द कंप्लीट डिस्टिंग ब्रेक डाउन और कंप्लीट हिमोलिसिस अराउंड द कॉलोनीज. बीटा हिमोलिसिस वो देते हैं ना, ब्लड अगार में बीटा हिमोलिसिस देते हैं कि नहीं स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पैरेजेंस. तो ये क्यों दिया है बीटा हेमोलिसिस, बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ हेमोलिसिन. They produce Streptococcus pagans produces hemolysin or hemolysin. I don't know how to pronounce. Whatever you want to pronounce. They produces hemolysin, and that will help in lysing, means breakdown of the RBCs which was present in that particular media. Okay, and they will make the surrounding of the colony transparent. Okay, so here hemolysin is again divided into two types, streptolysin O and streptolysin S. So comparing between the streptolysin O and streptolysin S, यहाँ पे दिया है क्या, और यहाँ पे ये है. streptolysin O क्या है, ऑक्सीजन लेवल है, means it is unstable, oxygen unstable and heat level. ठीक है, it can be broken down by oxygen and by heat. It's antigenic and anti-streptolysin O appear in sera following its infection. Okay, before we reach to this ASO and all, let me tell you other facts of the streptolysin O. जब hemolysis, the both has the capability of producing hemolysis. Please keep this in mind. Both streptolysin O and streptolysin S, they have the capability of producing hemolysis. But streptolysin O has the capability of producing hemolysis from inside of the, from the deeper colonies. Whereas streptolysin S, it causes hemolysis on the surface of the blood agar. ठीक है, तो स्ट्रेप्टोलाइसिन कब होगा, जब आपको पोर प्लेट मेथड होता है, when you mix the colonies with the media in the liquid form, and when you pour it out in this thing on the plate, that is known as pour plate. Yes or no? उसके बाद जब hemolysis होगा तो अंदर से ही hemolysis create करते हैं, and that is done by the hemolysin which is known as streptolysin O, ये वाला. Okay. और सो hemolysin O का कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ हैं. क्या क्या करता है ये, साइटोटॉक्सिक. ओके, साइटोटॉक्सिक फॉर न्यूट्रोफिल्स, मतलब सेल डेथ कॉज करते हैं न्यूट्रोफिल्स और प्लेटलेट्स को. प्लस एडिशन ऑफ टू दैट देयर इज साइटोटॉक्सिक towards the cardiac tissues. Okay, cardiac tissues में cytotoxic create कर देते हैं, whereas streptolysin S only leukocidal effect होता है उसका. Okay, um, so compared to streptolysin O and streptolysin S, this is very important. Okay, the streptolysin hemolysin is very important actually. It can be asked as a short note. Okay, write a short note at hemolysin produced by streptococcus. So you have to write all these things. And one more thing, uh, comparing between the streptolysin O and the streptolysin S. Streptolysin O is the antigenic one, whereas streptolysin S is non-antigenic. Okay, so yes, ASO titer. आप लोग ने ASO titer कभी किया है? लैब में करते हो ना?
Yes, ma'am. हाँ मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
ये वाला.
हाँ किया है
ये
मैम.
किया है ना. तो ASO titer हम लोग it is something which is related to the streptolysin O. Okay, so earlier done by hemolysis inhibition test, ये छोड़ दो. Now done by we use latex agglutination method in this. Okay, and this is mainly used for diagnosis of streptococcal infections. But streptococcal infections में भी बहुत तरह के infections होते हैं, but ASO titer is not helpful in case of detection of complications caused by the streptococcus. For example, it's not helpful in glomerulonephritis as well as pyodermal infection में ASO titer वो मदद नहीं करता है. इसका reading, because ASO titer used to be very the titer used to become very less. That's why negligible में होता है, इसलिए हम लोग करते नहीं for detection of this complications caused by streptococcus infection. It is just done for for example, the person is having the sore throat and all. Okay, that is important for this. So ASO titer ka, when it is what is the titer? टाइटर करते हैं ना आप लोग जब एसओ करते हो, सीआरपी करते हो, सी रिएक्टिव प्रोटीन या कोई भी एग्लूटिनेशन मेथड विडाल टेस्ट करते हो, उसमें टाइटर यूज करते हैं कि नहीं? हम लोग टाइटर निकालते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
टाइटर क्यों निकालना है? व्हाई? व्हाट इज दिस टाइटर?
मैम उसका कंसंट्रेशन है.
कंसंट्रेशन. Okay, so titer का मतलब होता है this is the maximum dilution. Okay, you're going to dilute the sample to a maximum level, maximum dilution in which the
Yes,
antigen, in which the antigen antibody reaction or agglutination can be seen. That is your titer.
আমি শুক্রবারে রাস্তাবেলা ফোন করছি, শনিবারে গায়েব গেছে এখন.
ऋतिमान, आपका वो कर दो, आपको म्यूट कर दो प्लीज.
आई ना এটা বলে গেছি এর উপর আইতা না আমরা ফোন করছি বাবা আমরা ফোন করছি না না কম দাও.
He's very busy.
তুমি কি স্টানিল না বন্দার? This is known as what? This particular plate, we call it as a tile. Okay, tiles बोलते हैं ना, ये tiles बोलते हैं. ये सुनो.
यस मैम.
तो आप लोग जब एसओ का टाइल्स यूज करते थे वो ब्लैक कलर होता है.
हाँ.
यस, और वो जब आप विडाल टेस्ट करते हो वो टाइल्स का कलर क्या होता है?
कौन सा?
विडाल टेस्ट का
व्हाइट कलर. व्हाइट कलर.
मैम व्हाइट.
तो वहाँ पे व्हाइट है और यहाँ पे ब्लैक क्यों है?
ब्लैक एग्लूटिनेशन तो व्हाइट कलर इसके.
Yes,
যেটা আমরা
I mean yes, the antigen which you are using here is like whitish in color, no? So white के ऊपर white करेगा तो दिखाई नहीं देगा clumpings. So we go for the black one. I'm just asking. This is just common question. ये हो गया. Yes, now pyrogenic exotoxin. Okay, pyrogen. जब आप pyrogen बोलते हैं तो क्या दिमाग में क्या आता है? Fever. Okay, जब भी pyrogen means fever. This type of toxins have the capability of producing fever. Okay, so here they have mentioned about the erythrogenic or they call scarlatinal toxin. Scarlatinal toxin means scarlet जो fever है वो cause करते हैं करके scarlatinal toxin बोला है. Yeah, so this one streptococcal pyrogenic exotoxin is divided into three types, that is A, B and C. ओके, सो यहाँ उन लोग का जीन जो है वो कोडिंग कौन सा ए और सी से दे आर लाइक यू नो बैक्टीरियोफेज जीन से कोड करते हैं और टाइप बी जीन इज क्रोमोसोमल इन नेचर. ओके, और यस एस पी streptococcal pyrogenic exotoxin, they used to act as a distinct super antigens. सुपर एंटीजेंस का मतलब होता है जैसे कि स्टेफालोकोकस ऑरियस में लाइक यू नो दैट टॉक्सिक शॉक सिंड्रोम टॉक्सिन वाला, तो वो भी सुपर एंटीजन था. सुपर एंटीजन का मतलब है लाइक दोज व्हिच आर एबल टू क्रिएट और इंड्यूस लाइक यू नो inflammatory cytokines which can cause a fever or like you know any tissue damage or a shock. Okay, those are known as super antigens. Yeah, yeah, this is very important. It used to identify scarlet fever in the children. This one Dick test, by it can be detected by a test which is known as Dick test. So scarlet fever में like nowadays scarlet fever is not what to say, not seen anymore. Okay, before like you know before it used to be very common. Nowadays it cannot like you know it's the what to say this particular disease has been like you know subsided. And what else? Okay. Mm. Yeah, let's go to the next one, that is streptokinase. This is important. So this is one of the enzyme. तो स्ट्रेप्टोकाइनेस का काम क्या होता है यहाँ पे, दिस इज एन एंजाइम. वो क्या करता है, वो प्लाज्मिनोजेन को एक्टिवेट करके प्लाज्मिन के ऊपर वो लाइक यू नो रिएक्ट करते हैं. उसके बाद what happens is it breaks down the fibrin barrier. Okay, whenever there is an infection of the streptococcal infection, उसके सराउंडिंग में फाइब्रिन से लाइक वो बाउंड्री बनाते हैं. प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, एक फाइब्रिन से बाउंड्री बनाते हैं अराउंड दैट पार्टिकुलर इन्फेक्टिंग पार्ट. ओके, तो ये क्या करते हैं, ये स्ट्रेप्टोकाइनेस क्या करते हैं, वो streptokinase which is produced by streptococcus at that particular area, what happens is what they do is they try to break down that fibrin by producing streptokinase enzyme. तो वो जब तोड़ेगा तो इन्फेक्शन उस जगह से लोकलाइज होने के वो जगह से it will go, it can spread to different areas because they have broken the fibrin barrier. Okay, that's what ये बोल रहे थे. It breaks down the fibrin barrier around the lesion and facilitate the spreading of the infection. तो हम लोग ने ये streptokinase we have converted into a like you know useful activity of this streptokinase. Human like you know the scientists have they have developed some medicines which uses this streptokinase. Okay, वो क्या करते हैं लाइक यू नो मायोकार्डियल इन्फेक्शन करके एक वो डिजीज़ है ना, वो ट्रीटमेंट में मदद करते हैं. इट हेल्प्स इन लाइक यू नो एज अ थेरेपेटिक यूज़. ठीक है, ये टॉक्सिन क्या करते हैं, व्हाट टू से यहाँ पे हाँ, ये इन कॉम्बिनेशन विद अनदर वन इज देयर. Okay, and DNase enzyme करके we'll talk about it. ये वाला. ओके, डीएनएस एंजाइम करके दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन से ये क्या करते हैं कि लाइक वो पस एंड ऑल जो फॉर्मेशन होता है, वो पस को क्या करते हैं, वो तोड़ देते हैं। ओके, इट यूज टू ब्रेक डाउन द पस एंड ऑल, एंड जो पस का जो थिकनेस है वो कम करा देते हैं। ओके, सो streptokinase has been used for the therapeutic purpose. Then yeah, causes depolymerization of DNA. Pathogenic exudates contain. Acha. Whenever there is any infection by the streptococcus, they also produce an enzyme which is known as deoxyribonuclease. I have mentioned about this. And जब भी वहाँ पे infection के area में जब भी pus formation होता है, वो pus को क्या कर देते हैं? Pus is an accumulation of lots of DNA which was accumulated from the necrous cells. ठीक है, जो सेल डेथ हुआ है उन लोग का जो डीएनए है वो सारे एक्यूमुलेट करके पस बनाते हैं, एक्सुडेट बनाते हैं। तो ये क्या कर देते हैं, डीऑक्सीराइबोन्यूक्लियस उसको थिकनेस ऑफ द पस को वो कम करा देते हैं, वो लिक्विफाई कर देते हैं। सो इज हैंस रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर थीन सीरियस कैरेक्टर ऑफ स्ट्रेप्टोकोकल एक्सुडेट। सो जब भी स्ट्रेप्टोकोकल इन्फेक्शन का होता है, वो जब लिक्विड एक्सुडेंट निकलते हैं तो वो पस जैसे नहीं निकलते। It looks like a serous, transparent, clean, less thicker, means thinner kind of exudate used to come out. Okay. Then, 4 antigenically distinct DNases are recognized: A, B, C, and D. Among this, B is the most antigenic in the human. So, demonstration, just a minute. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah. So, anti-DNase B antibody करके it is used for retrospective diagnosis of streptococcal infection. Okay. So, yeah, this is the therapeutic application which I was saying. Streptokinase और streptodornis दोनों मिला के exudates को वो empyema is. Do you know what is empyema? Anyone who knows what is empyema? Empyema is a kind of pus, like accumulation of pus in the pleural cavity. तो वो thicken करके वो जो pus which is thick, with the help of this deoxyribonucleases, it will make it thinner. Okay, वो liquefy कर देते हैं. Then just a minute. This is the another one, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotidase. Okay. It is antigenic and it is leukotoxic. Yeah. So another enzyme is hyaluronidase. Okay, it breaks down the hyaluronic acid of the tissue. Then breakdown करने के बाद क्या करते हैं? It favors the spread of infection along the intercellular spaces. Okay, cells के अंदर जाके वो infection को वो करते हैं, it spreads the infection. Yeah, it is antigenic. यही है hyaluronidase का. See, यहाँ पे यहाँ पे bacterium है. Then they started producing I don't know how to pronounce it. Hyaluronidase. Then उसके बाद they evade the collagenase path. Then उसके बाद bacteria will invade the deeper tissues. Okay, this is how they are going to the deeper tissues. So other enzymes like proteinase, phosphatase, esterase, neuraminidase, glucosaminidase, uh, their external pathogenicity is unknown. Okay, ये पांचों का जो pathogenicity is unknown. Okay, yeah. Mm. This is the pathogenicity part. So it is divided into two types. Okay, the pathogenicity of the Streptococcus pyogenes is divided into two parts. One is suppurative and non-suppurative. Okay, suppurative are the ones which produces all the separations, all those pus and all. Whereas non-suppurative ones are the ones where complications used to happen. For example, glomerulonephritis, then we have this acute rheumatic fever, all those will come in that. So one by one, let's see. Respiratory infections में first, yeah, first separative infections में we have respiratory infections, obviously the sore throat. Okay, so primary site of invasion by aspergillus is the throat. So sore throat is the most common streptococcal infection. Not only this, क्या क्या produce करते हैं ये pharyngitis और tonsillitis cause करते हैं. This is the pathogenicity, how they are going to, like, how they are causing pathogenesis. The streptococci will adhere to the pharyngeal epithelium by means of the lipotecoic acid covering the surface villi. So there will be certain receptors where this they will adhere, and that is the glycoprotein fibronectin on the epithelial cells, which is present on the throat part. Okay, so they will bind to the receptor. Okay, then uske baad from the throat the streptococcus may spread to surrounding tissues, leading to suppurative complications such as otitis media. Otitis media is the infections which is happening in the ear. Mastocytitis, okay, it's in somewhere in the mastoid muscles, like somewhere in the this one, the muscles which are used in the chewing and all. Okay. Mm. Then we have this quinsy. Quinsy is like peritonsillar abscess. Okay, abscess which is in the peritonsillar area. Then we have this Ludwig's angina and the suppurative adenitis. Okay, rarely lead to meningitis and streptococcal pneumonia. So in this you can say particularly you can describe about the sore throat, how it is happening, and complications may you can include this, like otitis media, mastocytitis and all. This is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, peritonsillar area में वो abscess होना ये. Just a minute. Scarlet. So like this one they have they are describing about the peritonsillar abscess quinsy, then mastocytitis. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, muscles surrounding this one in the facial region. Then Ludwig's angina in the floor of the mouth. Okay, infections in the floor of the mouth, suppressive adenitis in the adenoid gland. Okay, then these are the skin and soft tissue infection, erysipelas, impetigo. This we have explained. कहाँ पे? In the impetigo and all, we have, I think in the Staphylococcus aureus, I have shown you those. There will be red color mark, and like they started producing liquids. Exudates will be produced, and they dry up, and they look like a honeycomb or brown sugar type. Okay. Uh, yeah, erysipelas. It's a diffuse infection involving the superficial lymphatics. It will means involve the lymph nodes. Okay, affected skin is red, swollen, and indurated. Rare, seen in older patients. Do not they have? Acha, यहाँ पे है. This is the erysipelas. The picture is little bit disturbing though. So erysipelas, especially in the like facial area, cheeks में होता है इसका mostly. Okay. Then what else? Cellulitis. Cellulitis may it affects the like skin and subcutaneous tissue. Okay, redness, swelling, increased warmth, tenderness, blistering, abscess, erosions, and ulcerations. It can lead to ulcerations too. Yeah. Yeah, necrotizing fasciitis. We call it as flesh-eating bacteria. Okay, flesh-eating bacteria भी बोलते हैं Streptococcus pyogenes. पूरा मसल्स को वो कर देते हैं, नेक्रोस कर देते हैं वो जगह को. इट इज कॉज बाय मिक्स एरोबिक एंड एनारोबिक बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन. तो ये सोर्स ऑफ इन्फेक्शन होगा जहाँ पे भी ट्रोमा हुआ है. ट्रोमा मीन्स इंजरी हुआ है. ओके, ट्रोमेटाइज स्किन. तो ग्रुप ए स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस मीन्स स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पायजेंस खुद अकेले भी इन्फेक्शन कर सकते हैं और अदरवाइज इन द कॉम्बिनेशन ये वाला mixed aerobic. Okay, it can be with the or in a mixed infection type with the specially Staphylococcus aureus के साथ. Okay, then another source of infection will be whenever there is any surgery in the in the abdominal part. तो वो बावल का जो फ्लोरा है, नॉर्मल माइक्रोबियल फ्लोरा, वो रिलीज कर देते हैं. ओके, देन उसके बाद ये ये necrotizing fasciitis होने का chances it increases. This is a necrotizing fasciitis, flesh eating pura. So here what they are saying, it is isolated from the lesions. Rising ASO and anti-DNSP are demonstrated. Okay, in this respiratory infections as well as the cutaneous and subcutaneous infection में ASO titer और anti-DNSP का वो increase होता है titer. ठीक है, तो it's you can use this as a diagnostic purpose. Unlike ASO is not useful in case of complicated ones like complications like acute rheumatic fever and distinct glomerulonephritis. So vancomycin is the drug of choice in life-threatening case. Cases as penicillin may not be effective. Yeah. Genital infections, we call it as puerperal sepsis. Yeah, both aerobic and anaerobic streptococcal cocci are normal inhabitants. Yes, ये streptococcus pyogenes ने ये female. Whatever extraction will be given will be just bring. They usually they colonizes the female genital part, especially the vaginal part. Okay, so so it is a complication, an infection caused by streptococcal pyogenes in case of the females is one of the complications of the childbirth. After the childbirth hota hai which will cause inflammation of the endometrium, वो सब आएगा. Okay, then plus it will reaches the blood and causes bacteremia. They asked you to come. So yes, other suppurative infections include abscess in the internal organs like brain, lungs, liver, and kidney. Obviously, it will reach this part through the through the blood only, septicemia and pyemia. They send you the notice to come. We'll do the complications tomorrow. Just for today, note like let's leave this behind for a while. This acute rheumatic fever. We'll go to the this thing. ब्लड डायग्नोसिस में चले जाते हैं कल इफ आई हैव टाइम नाउ आई विल कंप्लीट इट एट द लास्ट कब तक होता है 5:15 तक we have 6 more minutes let's do the laboratory diagnosis and we'll yeah any confusion asked
मैम पता बोल
हाँ जी
मैम
can you what happened
मैम नेटवर्क
हाँ जी
नेटवर्क दुकान बिल्कुल वॉइस क्लियरली
you are not able to hear okay are you able to hear now
नो मैम नॉट क्लियर मैम
Okay. Everyone is facing the same problem or only you? I don't know. I got a message. Who told that she's coming on Nipo Kumla maybe. That on 16. सबको सुनाई दे रहा है कि खाली उनको ही सुनाई नहीं दे रहा?
सुनाई दे रहा है
सुनाई दे रहा है तो दैट मीन्स मेरे में ठीक होगा आपको लॉग आउट करके लॉग इन कर लो एक बार so I am we are here na actually we are here whatever so sample I told you specimen कहाँ से collect करते हैं हम लोग specially specimen are collected from the area or from the site of infection yes or no whenever you feel like you're having some throat infections we'll collect the throat swab okay we'll take a sample from the throat with the help of swab then or otherwise whenever there is any like pus formations and all cutaneous and subcutaneous infections where pus can be seen कि pus ले लेते हैं हम लोग या exudates भी कर लेते हैं ठीक है उसके बाद हम लोग माइक्रोस्कोपी करते हैं माइक्रोस्कोपी किस तरह के करेंगे हम लोग डायरेक्ट माइक्रोस्कोपी कर सकते हैं बट डायरेक्ट माइक्रोस्कोपी इज नॉट diagnostic factor in case of mix where there is like normal microbial where that particular organism acts as a normal microbial flora for example this one throat swab ठीक है थ्रोट स्वैब में वहाँ पे बहुत सारा what to say that's why I'm telling you lots of mixed type of
Ma'am?
yeah we will set the question for your subject only so yeah can you hear see whenever I teach I used to tell the tentative questions as well can you hear keep a coffee and pen around Dhrityman note them down so it will be helpful for you हाँ बोलो
Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
so okay let me log out and come again this thing I mean
Okay, ma'am.
Aparajita, you can't hear me properly is it for everyone hello can you hear me I are you able to listen now
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think some network issue. Okay. Okay, I'm again trying to tell you. If you can't write so, it down. What I was saying, we were talking about this thing, sample collection. Okay. So sample collection depends upon the site of the infection. That's why. Where is that slide now? Because both of us are talking. Both of us are teaching in our loud voice. Okay, I am telling you that Aparajita, if you can't hear me, just give me a second. Let me present the screen. So I am telling you that you have just given one internal, one midterm, and the time is very less. Just get prepared for another internal exam. So what we have in that? The pneumococcus thing. I was saying the collection of specimens should be done from the site of infection. Then the general okay, so it can be a throat swab, when the person is having some throat infection, whenever there is some skin infections and all, where some pus can be seen, so you can extract the pus from there, or otherwise exudates are collected. Okay.
I will take an example.
ये वाला कल करेंगे हम लोग, ये वाला rheumatic fever and the glomerulonephritis serum is collected for serology. So microscopy हम लोग डायरेक्ट स्मेयर माइक्रोस्कोपी करते हैं हम लोग. Okay, so direct microscopy is necessary for those organisms which are not a part of the normal microbial flora. For example, pus sample or exudates में हम लोग direct smear कर सकते हैं, because those are not the normal microbial flora. Streptococcus pyogenes is not going to be found in those cases. Only if it is infected by that particular organism, it can be seen under the microscope. But in the throat infection, in case of throat swab, see, this Streptococcus pyogenes act as a normal microbial flora too. Okay, it is a normal microbial flora. ये Streptococcus pyogenes throat का. इसलिए हम लोग डायरेक्ट माइक्रोस्कोपी करने में ना हम लोग डिटेक्ट ही नहीं कर पाएंगे कि like whether this is something which is the infection is caused by Streptococcus pyogenes or not. Okay. अच्छा यहाँ पे है, ये बोल रहे हैं एक क्वेश्चन मार्क रख के उसने क्या बोला, smears are of no value in infections of throat or genitalia. Why? Because Streptococcus pyogenes act as a normal microbial flora in the throat part as well as genital part. समझ गए? Are you understanding why the smears, direct smears, are of no value in the infection caused by infections of the throat and genitalia? If I ask this question, will you be able to understand? Will you be able to answer?
Ma'am, didn't understand.
By Friday, you please send me.
See, direct microscopy का मतलब क्या है पता है आप लोग को? Sample से directly सैंपल को लेके आप डायरेक्टली स्लाइड में एक स्मेयर बनाते हैं. ओके, उसके बाद आप स्टेनिंग करते हैं. That is direct microscopy, not from the colonies which is grown on the media. So direct microscopy का मतलब होता है कि सैंपल से डायरेक्टली लेके आप उसको स्टेनिंग करके माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर दिखाएं. तो वो हाँ बोलो धृतिमान.
Like we prepare a smear.
Yes, like we prepare a smear directly from the pus sample or from the throat swab or any exudates. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ, लेकिन ये डायरेक्ट माइक्रोस्कोपी किस जगह पे, किस सैंपल पे कुछ वैल्यू, उतना वैल्यू नहीं है कहाँ पे, इन द थ्रोट स्वैब एंड द जेनिटल स्वैब. Why? Because why बोला? Okay, क्यों है? क्यों उसका वैल्यू नहीं है? मैंने आंसर दिया, दोबारा दूं? Yeah, you will understand.
So, and Vijay, you also talk to sir.
ठीक है, we'll explain this tomorrow. There is a clash in the class, okay? There is another class going on and I'm not able to shout properly. We'll discuss this tomorrow, shall we?
Okay, so I'm telling, okay. So make a target that you have to give the.
Are you guys able to listen?
And get prepared accordingly.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, कल करते हैं, ठीक है?
But not on day Monday. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
there is another class going on. ठीक है, clash हो रहा है.
Because this is the second internal.
It's already 5:50 now.
Supposedly.
मैम आप लोग घर कब जाएंगे?
मैं घर जाते ही नहीं. इस बार होके आया मैं.
If you give this exam, so you will get to know the
मेरा
type of
मतलब है
question
कि
that will come. I'll be the one.
अच्छा, घर वापस 6 बजे.
यूनिवर्सिटी
Okay, I'll not.
6 बजे.
से
6 बजे.
I would like to.
हमारे वर्किंग टाइम है 9 to 6 उसके बाद चले जाते हैं. कभी कभी काम रह गया तो 6:30 7 o'clock तक रहता है.
Get it from your friends.
Oh my God.
Contact with them and get the mail. So the thing is that
Students'
I'm
life
not-
is the
I'm
best
not
life.
wasting much time in putting extra points because in your syllabus it is written
Sir,
that
connection
for those
loss बोल
viruses
रहे हैं,
like
देखो.
herpes, hepatitis and all, for these viruses you have to read the properties.